Let's take a look now at some reverse percentages. Now, if I said to you that I'm an extremely generous man and every year I give 50% of my salary to charity, and last year I gave £150,000 to charity, you're probably thinking, oh my God, this guy must earn £300,000 per year. All you've done is a reverse percentage there. So let's take a look at a few more examples. So this was similar to the example I just gave you. If 50%, which is half, is 560, then 100% is double 50. So what is double 560? 1,120. If 20% is 30, what is 100%? Well, 100% is 5 times greater than 20%. So 100% must be 5 times 30, which is 150. 25% is a quarter, so if this is a quarter, then the full amount must be this figure here multiplied by 4, £160,000. 10% is 10 times less than 100%, or 100% is 10 times more than 10%. So if 10% is 85, then 100% is going to be 85 multiplied by 10, 850. So some more easy ones. Here we want to work out 40% when we know 20%. Well, 40% is double 20%. So what is double 560? It's 1,120. Here we're going from a 5% to a 25%. Well, that is 5 times greater. So if 5% is 40,000, then 25% is 5 times 40,000, which is 200,000. To go from 6% to 60%, we're multiplying by 10. So if 6% is 85, then 60% is going to be 85 times 10, 850. So far, so easy. These ones are a bit trickier. Now here we can't easily go from 37% to 100% because 100 is not in the 37 times table. Now I don't know my 37 times table, but I do know that 100 cannot be divided by 37. What we need to do here is work out 1% before we work out 100%. So I'm just going to write 37% equals 560. Now I'm going to work out 1% and then work out 100%. Now 1% is 37 times less than 37%. So our calculation for 1% is going to be 560 divided by 37. You could write in the actual value. I prefer not to bother, to be honest, because I don't really care what 1% is, because I only want 100%. Now, if this is our calculation for 1%, then all I need to do is multiply this by 100 for 100%. So 100% is going to be 560 divided by 37. That's my 1% amount multiplied by 100. 560 divided by 37 times 100 comes to £1,513.51. This next example here, exactly the same. 23% is £30. I want 1% and then I can work out 100%. 1% is 23 times less than 23%, so I want 23 times less than 30, so that's 30 divided by 23. Again, I could write in the actual value here. This is my calculation for 1%, so 100% is going to be 30 divided by 23 times by 100, and 30 divided by 23 times by 100 comes to a total of £130.43. In this last example, we're not going to 100%, we're going to 45%. Again, it's not a big deal. We just still need to go via 1%. So we know 62% is 560. So 1% is 62 times less. So 560 divided by 62. So if this is 1%, then 45% is 560 divided by 62 multiplied by 45, and 560 divided by 62 times 45 comes to a total of £406.45. 62% is more than 45%, and this amount here is more than this amount here, so that's a good indication we've got this question correct. Now these questions can be quite tricky, but I'm sure if you pause and think about it or re-watch this slide a few times, it will eventually crystallize. Now here are a couple of examples using reverse percentages. Steve buys a TV in a sale. The TV is reduced by 20%. So if it's reduced by 20%, then that means he pays 80% of the original amount. So the 80% amount, the sale price, equals 120. So what is the 100% amount if the 80% amount is 120? Well, let's work out 1%. If 80% is 120, then 1% is 120 divided by 80. And if this is the calculation for 1%, then 100% is that amount multiplied by 100, and 120 divided by 80 times 100 is £150. This second example is a bit more confusing. If we consider that the original bottle had 100%, and this new bottle has 30% extra, so 30% on top of the 100, that therefore means that 130% equals 715 millilitres. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We are going to work out what 1% is and then go from there to the 100%. So if 130% is 715, then 1% is going to be 715 divided by 130. And if this is the calculation for 1%, then 100% is going to be 715 divided by 130 multiplied by 100, and 715 divided by 130 times 100 comes to a total of 550 millilitres, and we are expecting this to be a lower value than the 715. And we can always test our answers as well. If we work out 30% of this amount, what is 30% of 550? 550 times 0.3 or 0.30 if you really want that zero there. 550 times 0.3 comes to a total of 165, and if I add 165 to the 550, I do get my 715. But that last question is quite a tricky one. Hopefully you won't get one quite as hard as that in your test.